Chiara learns the code to the Typewriter Text Effect with Squarestylist.
So I've already added the Typewriter Text Effect to the home page. Here's how it looks. It worked out beautifully. And now I want to add the same Typewriter Text Effect to other pages of my website, Chiaratopia.com. So now I'm just duplicating the code and adjusting the copy of the code and applying it to other pages. Like here, we're on the About page, and as a way to make sure that I don't accidentally delete any important information from the original pages, I'm just duplicating it right now. Just in case we need to refer back to it later or any of the code breaks, at least I know that I have those pages backed up and I can try starting fresh with the code again. It's just me being a segurista, or just making sure that we have backup in case. So now I am adding in my copy into the code, which we actually add as a code block on the pages. It's so convenient with Squarespace because you can just add code and style it up like this. I really owe this to Squarestylist, to Rache. I really do not know much about coding, is the truth. I am still learning. But what really makes it so much easier to build websites, and not your typical websites, really pretty websites, is that I have the guidance of the best ever. They call her the coding queen, Rache of Squarestylist. And it's so easy with the code toolkit to pick some coded techniques that you want to incorporate to your website, even if you haven't gone through the modules just yet, even if you haven't watched all the video lessons. You can already make beautiful things like this typewriter text effect happen because you have a code library, a code toolkit full of coded techniques, code snippets with animations like this or layouts that you can apply to your website, and there are walkthroughs so that you know how to make it work for your website. And for this one, actually I also used ChatGPT because the typewriter text effect code snippet in the code toolkit wasn't exactly what I wanted for my website, and so I just basically pasted that code snippet on ChatGPT, asked it how to refine it, or prompted it to refine the code that I gave it so that it can achieve a specific animation that I wanted for my website. So Chat is really awesome. I feel like it's with this project that I really understand the power of chat and how it helps you to understand code and to refine it, even if you don't have much background on it. So it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, so right now we are editing the mobile version of the website. Right now, again, we are on the About page. And it's really important to make sure that when you are making changes to the layout on the desktop version, that you right away look into the layout in the mobile version, because it just saves you a lot of time and headache to simultaneously think about both the desktop and mobile layouts versus building out just the desktop layout or the desktop view and then having to make the mobile version of the entire website. That is going to be a huge, complicated mess, in my opinion. So what makes Squarespace even more awesome is that it's so easy to switch from desktop view to mobile view, and just always making sure that your website is optimized both for larger screens and smaller screens. I really, really love that. And yay, it's working out well for the mobile version right now. I'm so in love even with the mobile version and how this typewriter text effect gives you a sort of personal feel that I am typing and writing to you right in the moment. That's so cute. I am in love with this quoted snippet from Squarestylist, refined by ChatGPT. Thank you so much. And I gotta say, I really love Squarespace. The whole interface feels so light, not clunky or heavy. Everything is so smooth. Yes, sometimes there are moments where it can be a little bit clunky, or it feels like you have to refresh the website while you're in edit mode to just see whether the changes you made are applied to the website. But apart from that, it usually really feels light. And I know that Squarespace really is a kind of platform that is committed to providing a better editing experience for their many users. So even if it's not perfect, I do trust in them that they will make things right eventually. And they're always really trying to help out where they can. So I really trust them and love working with their website builder. If you notice, I do not have a site title or a logo on my website because really I've been trying to question the way we have built the websites and the typical content that we have all collectively decided should be part of a website. So we usually have there the site title or the logo, which is often very prominent on the header. And then you have, of course, a navigation. Experts talk about having a hero image or a hero banner with your slogan, and then all these sections to talk about yourself, your brand, your goals, your vision, mission. Then there's a footer. And I mean, I love all these standards that we've set up for websites. I get that there has to be some sort of structure for websites, and I guess I'm really just in this phase where I try to question things, not just for the sake of questioning things or trying to be different, but really just genuinely wanting to see from a different perspective and wanting to discover new ways of doing things. I feel like that is really a lot of where I'm at creatively. I want to see things with fresh eyes and not rely on things that have been the norm or the standard in the industry. And I just really want to play and have fun, because I know that while there are certain patterns or ways of doing things that have been accepted and actually really works, I just want to have fun and see what other things I can create when I don't follow rules, you know? Maybe I'm in that badass era and I'm loving it. So right now we are on the projects page, again applying the same coded snippet but adjusting the copy to fit the page where we are. So right now I am editing on the code editor directly, adding in my copy, and later when I close this it will save. So yeah, that's where I'm at creatively. It's been really a lot of fun. I feel like this year is a really, really, really good year of understanding more what I want to do and what I want to focus on. My creative journey so far has been so unique in such a way that I've never really stuck to one thing. And for the longest time, I felt really embarrassed about that. I felt as though I should focus on one thing at a time and get good at just one thing or a few things. And that's when I can say that I am a success as a creative, is when people know me for one main thing and they hire me for that one main thing. And it wasn't only until I think around April, May of this year when I accepted that my creative journey is just different, and my inclinations as a creative person is to do all the things, to enjoy not just one thing or two things, but really try and explore all these different mediums and forms of design and creativity. So I really love photography. I love making videos. I love storytelling. I love writing. I love graphic design or visual design. I love websites. I now love coding. I want to get good at it. I also want to dabble into music. I want to act. I want to do all the things. And instead of limiting myself or feeling as though I can only be a few things, I realized that, you know, who cares? I'm gonna do things differently. I want to play around with all of it with my projects. I don't need to feel as though I should be just a photographer, just a filmmaker. I can have fun with it all. So I guess the caveat or the agreement that I'm having with myself is that yes, I can have fun with all of it with my personal projects, but I need to focus on learning one of them at a time only. And that focus is important so that I can really immerse myself in each one at a time. So say this year I really want to finish Standout Squarespace. And again, not just to finish it, or I really don't want to rush through the video lessons. I think that as a learner, I tend to be the type of person who tries to finish and go through all the lessons very systematically, going through each video, taking down notes, making sure that I comprehend every little point and bullet. But I'm just also understanding now that learning isn't usually linear like that, and that learning, especially code, is a lot less about the theories, a lot less about watching the videos, but a lot more about really opening up Squarespace, which is my website builder of choice, and getting stuff done on that platform, on the editor, on the CSS editor, and really playing and making mistakes and asking ChatGPT for help, asking ChatGPT to explain to me lines of code, and then going back to the Standout Squarespace community where I can simply ask Savvy to clarify some lessons for me or pull up some references that I need, and then going back again to the editor and seeing how all these things that I've learned, all these theories that I've understood, all these techniques and pro hacks from Rache, and see how I can apply that with my website. So it's really a lot of application. It's a lot of trial and error, troubleshooting, asking ChatGPT questions, asking Rache questions, asking my classmates questions, and just connecting the dots in that way. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been so fulfilling. I am learning so much in the process, and I feel my brain expanding and my heart expanding also to love coding more. And I feel like there's no better time to learn code than now, because we have so much tools that make it incredibly easy to create websites and applications and applets, and AI really makes it so much easier to amplify what tools are already able to do for us. So I'm not just doing websites right now, I'm trying to understand software like Airtable and Notion, and how powerful they are in really the way we organize information, the way we create systems for our businesses and share ideas with other people. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but I remind myself to just take things slowly, really. Learning, especially all these new, amazing, expansive tools like website builders like Squarespace, and the power of AI, and just the way all these different software incorporates AI into their system. It's a lot. It's amazing, but it doesn't need to make sense right away, and I don't need to understand everything right away. So I'm taking it slow. I'm learning a few things every day, little by little, understanding really what all these software and what AI is capable of, and how I can use it for my life, for my work, for my designs, for my website builds. It's been really great and exciting to have more time, to make more time for these things, for my personal growth as a creative, adding to my skill set, understanding, connecting the dots. It's been really great, and I'm so grateful to be learning also alongside creative friends, because that's another thing that I've had more time for recently. is to meet more creative friends and talk about UX and UI design, websites, AI, and yeah. So that's a little bit about life lately and where I'm at creatively. So again, we are now figuring out how the projects page will look on mobile view, moving things around and seeing what works best. So is it just me, but I do find that Squarespace can improve on their spacing for the text and the images on the grid. Maybe there is something that I don't fully understand yet with the spacing. Maybe there's something that I can improve with the grid or the margins, the gaps and such for the fluid editor grid. It's not that disturbing, but it's just something that I wish can be improved on. And the thing about these code blocks, as you can see there on top, the embedded scripts, is that it's kind of sad. You kind of have to eyeball how the code will look like and how much space it needs, how much space it will occupy, because you can't see it directly unless you're out of edit mode. So here's me trying to just see how much space this text needs without pushing the content down. Because if you don't give it enough space, that's what it's gonna do, and it's awkward. It doesn't feel like a professional website when the animation pushes down the content. So this is something that I personally feel like I have to organize well to have a more organized, professional feel to the website. So yeah. I wish that you guys can smell Sari right now. Maybe you can hear her. She's on my lap a lot whenever I work, especially late nights. If I am also being blessed by the company of Hido, she would sometimes be on my desk while I work late nights like this. But right now, only Sari is on my lap, and she smells amazing. She really is such a gift to me and Hido, and I'm so grateful for them. Just as a side note, because they are a lot of the reason why I can be happy and productive every day. They are part of the creative journey, trust me. Very, very much part of it. Okay, so now we are just checking other pages, seeing how everything works together. There's a lot of changes to be made to this website, and I feel really excited to continue refining it with the help of Standout Squarespace and all the coded snippets that I have access to in the course. And it's been a lot of fun learning from Rache. I think she really has a gift of explaining complex concepts and coding in such a simple way, in such a way that you won't think it's complicated at all. And she makes coding so much lighter, a lot more enjoyable. And so having a mentor like her, it really is a game changer for a newbie like me, who I think without her would think it's impossible to learn code. But with Rache, I really feel empowered I really feel like I am capable of not just understanding code and writing code, but really getting great at it and building out websites that are beautiful, that I can really charge premium for. And I'm so excited. It's a process. I am far from the kind of game. Oh, sorry, why game? I don't know why I said game. Ooh. But yeah, I'm really far from the kind of coder, programmer, engineer that I want to be, but I just feel capable and I feel excited to put my hours in, to practice like this, to learn more, to see what coding and I can possibly create together. I owe a lot of it to Rache, really. So now we are cleaning up the pages, double checking some last minute changes. And I did realize about building websites that a lot of it is just being detail oriented. It's making sure that all the details are in their right places. Everything looks good. Everything is working well. The buttons, the links, the images, the call to actions, everything. So a lot of it is cross-checking, double-checking, triple-checking. And so I think that building websites or being an engineer is for someone who likes details and enjoys the process of putting all those details together and making sure that they work well. So in that way, I do think that coding is for me because I love details so much. It's so bad. And I like getting into the nitty-gritty of websites and making sure everything functions well and looks good. So yeah, I really am looking forward to building more websites. Chiaratopia.com for now, because I also want to make sure that I have my work and my portfolio set up and make sure that my website is one of my greatest masterpieces before I work on other people's online spaces and digital shops. So yeah, so far Chiaratopia.com looks great. I have again Standout Squarespace and Rache of Squarestylist to thank. It's looking nice. Here on the left side we have a fixed sidebar navigation. It's a very cute menu and it's different because we usually have the navigation up top horizontally, but this one is stacked all together on the left. It's really cute and I'm looking forward to making more changes to this website and looking forward also to sharing the coded features that I apply to it. Hopefully I get to create more videos like this to share with you, and I'm really looking forward to showing you more progress with this website build, Chiaratopia.com, as well as the many other websites that I will be creating very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna try to be more organized next time so that you can enjoy this walkthrough even more. Okay, that's it for me.